Some of the most remarkable tales begin in the most unexpected ways. And so it was with Chanel, the luxury fashion house that has become synonymous with elegance and style. In 1910, Coco Chanel, a name now etched in the annals of fashion history, opened her first boutique at 21 Rue Cambon, Paris. But here's the twist. Coco started out not by designing the iconic dresses we associate with her today, but by crafting hats. Yes, hats. Her creations quickly caught the eye of several famous French actresses, and business began to bloom. Buoyed by her success, Coco expanded her horizons, opening a second store in the seaside resort town of Deauville in 1912 and another in the glittering city of Biarritz in 1915. Each step was a stitch in the fabric of what was to become an empire. And this was just the beginning of the Chanel empire. Coco Chanel was not just a fashion icon, but a woman of audacious courage. A woman of her time, yet far ahead of it, Coco's fearless spirit didn't just shape her iconic designs, but also marked her business decisions. One such audacious venture was during the dark days of World War II, when Nazi forces occupied France. In the backdrop of this turmoil, Coco Chanel spotted an opportunity to gain control over her own company. It was the year 1924 when Coco joined hands with Pierre Wertheimer to create Les Parfums Chanel. This partnership allowed Chanel's fragrances to waft across borders, reaching customers worldwide. However, there was a hitch. Coco only owned a mere 10% of her own brand. 70% was held by Pierre, while the remaining 20% stake was in the hands of Théophile Bader, the man who introduced Coco to Pierre. As the Nazi forces swept across France, Pierre Wertheimer and his family, being of Jewish descent, had to flee to the United States. Coco saw this as her chance to seize control of Wertheimer's majority stake. But Pierre was a step ahead. He had already transferred his equity to a Christian Frenchman named Félix Amiot back in 1940. Félix, acting as a custodian, managed the business until the war was over, thwarting Coco's plans. However, Coco Chanel's audacity was not confined to the boardroom. It was mirrored in her revolutionary designs that challenged the status quo of her time. She dared to envision a world where women weren't confined to tightly fitted corsets, but could move freely in comfortable and stylish clothing. She brought this vision to life by adapting men's sailing clothes, like loose trousers and Breton shirts, to women's fashion. Her audacious spirit was also reflected in her popularization of jersey dresses, tweed suits, and of course, the timeless little black dress. But Coco's audacity was not only evident in her business decisions, but also in her revolutionary designs. Her audacious spirit lives on, continuing to inspire and revolutionize the fashion industry, one stitch at a time. Chanel didn't just follow the fashion trends, it created them. This mantra, which Coco Chanel lived by, sparked a revolution in women's fashion that would forever transform the way women dress. Coco Chanel was a visionary who saw beyond the constraints of her time. She believed in the power of freedom, not just in thought and action, but also in the way women dressed. The early 20th century was a time when women's fashion was largely dictated by tight corsets and constricting silhouettes. But Chanel dared to break free from these norms. She dreamt of a world where women could move freely, unrestricted by the limitations of their clothing. And she brought this vision to life with her innovative designs. Unlike the popular fashion of the time, Coco Chanel's creations were designed for comfort and practicality without sacrificing style and elegance. Take, for instance, the jersey dress. Prior to Chanel, jersey was a material primarily used in men's underwear, but Coco saw potential in this soft, flexible fabric. She started designing women's clothing using jersey, creating comfortable, stylish dresses that allowed women to move freely. These dresses were a stark contrast to the rigid, uncomfortable styles of the time, and they quickly gained popularity. Then there were the tweed suits, another signature Chanel creation. Coco was inspired by the attire of her lover, the Duke of Westminster, and she brought elements of men's fashion into women's wear. The result was a stylish, comfortable suit that women could wear for work or leisure, offering them a versatile option that was unheard of at the time. And of course, we can't forget the little black dress, perhaps the most iconic Chanel creation of all. Coco Chanel introduced the concept of a simple, elegant black dress that could be worn on any occasion. The little black dress quickly became a fashion staple, embodying the timeless elegance that Chanel is known for. Chanel's impact on women's fashion was profound and still resonates today. Through her audacious vision and innovative designs, Coco Chanel not only revolutionized women's fashion, She liberated women from the constraints of their clothing, giving them the freedom to express themselves in a way they never could before. Chanel is not just about luxury, but also about conscious choices. This ethos is vividly reflected in the brand's decision to halt the use of exotic leather. An announcement made in December of 2018, Chanel declared it would no longer use skins from snakes, crocodiles, lizards, or stingrays in their creations. A decision that was as bold as it was audacious. Why, you might ask, would a leading luxury brand make such a choice? The answer lies in the increasing challenges Chanel faced in sourcing these exotic skins. The brand found it more and more difficult to find suppliers who could meet their stringent ethical standards. The world of luxury fashion is often criticized for its lack of regard for ethical sourcing and animal rights. However, Chanel's decision to eliminate the use of exotic leather showcased a commitment to ethical sourcing that was as strong as its dedication to luxury. It was a stance that was not just about making a statement, but about making a difference. Chanel's move was a significant one, given the allure exotic skins hold in the luxury market. Despite knowing how coveted these exotic bags are, regardless of the price, Chanel chose ethics over profit. It was a decision that was as bold as it was audacious, showcasing the brand's commitment to not only creating exceptional products, but also to maintaining ethical standards. This decision to prioritize ethical sourcing over profit was not just a business move. It was a reflection of the brand's values and a testament to its commitment to conscious luxury. It was a choice that sent a powerful message to the world, that luxury and ethics can coexist. Chanel's decision to stop using exotic leather was a defining moment in the brand's history. It was a choice that showcased the brand's unwavering commitment to ethical sourcing and animal rights, and it was a decision that marked Chanel not just as a leader in luxury fashion, but also as a champion of ethical fashion. Chanel's commitment to ethical fashion is as strong as its commitment to luxury. In a world often accused of choosing profit over principles, Chanel stands out as a shining example of a brand that chooses to do what it believes is right. Sometimes the most iconic creations are born out of accidents. And that's exactly the case with Chanel No. 5, one of the most iconic perfumes in the history of fragrances. It's a story that's as captivating as the scent itself, filled with serendipity and the pursuit of perfection. Back in 1921, Coco Chanel had a vision. She wanted to create a perfume that was a reflection of the modern woman, bold, sophisticated, and utterly irresistible. So she turned to Ernest Beau, a master perfumer known for his skill and creativity. Coco's instructions were clear. She wanted a scent that was as compelling as it was unique. Ernest got to work, creating several samples for Coco to choose from. But it was the fifth sample that caught Coco's attention. This one was different. It was vibrant, fresh, and unlike any other perfume on the market. It was said that this was due to an accident. Either Ernest or his assistant had added an excess of aldehydes, a synthetic component used to enhance freshness and complexity in fragrances. Whether this was a genuine mistake or a calculated risk, it resulted in a scent that was revolutionary. When Coco asked Ernest about the name of the perfume, he simply referred to it as Sample No. 5. In her typical fashion, Coco decided to keep the name, adding that 5 was her lucky number. And so, Chanel No. 5 was born, a perfume that would go on to become a symbol of elegance and sophistication. Its success was immediate and enduring, captivating the senses of millions around the world. Today, nearly a century later, Chanel No. 5 remains a testament to Coco Chanel's vision and Ernest Beau's ingenuity. It's a scent that has transcended time and trends, embodying the essence of femininity and the spirit of the Chanel brand. So, whether it was an accident or a stroke of genius, Chanel No. 5 is a testament to Chanel's enduring legacy.